to share my experience with the IYV IBM-200 TRD Brian May copy guitar. First of all, I have to say that this guitar is a specialty instrument. It doesn't quite fit any category like a Strat or a 335, but it's the closest to a Stratocaster because of the 3 pickup configuration. They are not exactly placed where the pickups for a Strat are, but they are more resembling to that. And you can find out more information about the Brian May design of a guitar, but this particular one, it offers all of the switching features. So unlike most other guitars, you don't have a 5-way or a 3-way switch. What you have instead is on and off switches per pickup. So no sound, I can turn on either of these pickups. So I'll turn on the neck. I can turn on the bridge, or I can turn combinations of them. Neck and bridge, all 3 pickup. And I can change then the polarity of the pickup, creating that effect of canceling the low end. Another thing to bear in mind is that when you have 2 pickups, whether it is the neck and bridge or whether it is the middle and the neck or the middle and the bridge, it is hum canceling. So right now I only have the neck. When I turn on the middle pickup, it cancels out the 60 cycle hum of single coils. Hear it? Don't hear it. It does not happen when you have the neck and the bridge. So actually it does. So never mind, it does cancel out. So whenever you have any 2 pickups engaged, it does the hum canceling feature. So it acts like a humbucker. Does it work if I have all 3? No. Only if you have 2. Very cool, very interesting. So you can only imagine how many sounds you can get out of this guitar given this much flexibility in switching pickups and changing the polarity of the pickups. That being said, onto the review of the instrument itself. This instrument is very well made. It feels very solid like all other IYV guitars. I want to tell you the good and the bad and who I think this instrument is for. So the good of this instrument is that it does have all the features of a Brian May guitar as far as I can tell. The construction is solid. It has binding, a 3-ply binding, seems like it, throughout the entire body, front and back. And it has a binding across the fretboard. The neck is a very comfortable, meaty D-shape profile. It feels very comfortable. It makes me want to jam, to rock out, to blues. It's not a thin neck. It is not either a Les Paul kind of neck. It's a completely different feel. Tuners, like all other IYV guitars, are good, but not great. The bridge and the trem system in this guitar is actually superior to all of the other trem system of all other IYV guitars that I've had. It also has a 0 fret and a bone nut, like all other IYV guitars as well. Now the fret job in this guy, it is okay. it's actually good for the price point, which is under $200. It is actually a very good fret job, but it is not great. It looks like jumbo frets to me. Yep, but it could use some fret polishing. It could be smoother, but it's not terrible. It's not going to affect your playing. It's not going to cut your fingers. It is fine. Electronics, they're fine. Nothing. Nothing too serious to look for in there. Electronics are fine in all of the IYV guitars that I've gotten, except for one. The finish is beautiful. It's a transparent red. You can see the wood grain. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, and it feels very, very good. I call this my specialty guitars because it's not a Strat, it's not a 335, it's not a Les Paul, it's not a Telecaster. It's none of those. You can get a different sound out of this. And for the price point, if you see any of this available on Amazon or anywhere else, and you think the price is right, I tell you, I paid less than $200 for this guy. You can buy a Harley Benton version of this guitar, but doesn't have the switching correct, or faithful to the Brian May original guitar. You can do that, but interesting. This guitar is still for the money. If you're into that Brian May thing, this is still for the money. If you're into experimenting, it's a steal. It doesn't last. If you see it and you don't buy it within the next hour or two, you're gonna miss out, because it's really a beautifully made instrument. Very strong construction, very, very strong, very precise. Now, I will not say that the finish is perfect. There are tiny flaws here and there in the plastic. You see most of the cheapness of this instrument in the plastic parts. There's not a lot of attention to detail there. And in the finish, there's some smudges here and there. But you feel the quality of this instrument in the build and the way that they treat the wood and the way that they do the finish. Not in the plastic, and not into very fine attention to detail, but fine enough. So I'm gonna do some demonstration of sounds, and I hope this can help you make a more informed or better informed decision if you're considering to buy this guitar.